Hello everyone. It's Nakata 256 as usual. On my YouTube channel, I'm calling Nakata Majima. So I think so many of you may ask yourselves to why I came abroad and I opted to do the job of housemaid. When I was in Uganda, I had a lot of options. There were so many jobs, but those jobs you work too much and you're paid less. So something came into my mind. I said, why am I disturbing myself with these employees of Uganda? So I talked to my mom, but my mom wanted me to go to the polytechnic to go and study fashion design. But she had no money, she has less money. So I realized that when she will give me this, it was 2019, and moreover it was a few months, and then COVID came up. So for me in my sense, I said that I told my mom, you know what? I think let me just go abroad. So when I went to the company, I never knew the job to take. So I went there and asked the jobs which are available and how much was the input. These other jobs were like maid job. The input was, they told me to input 550,000 Ugandan money, and the input of other jobs like cleaner, it was 2M point something. So I said, and again, you get less salary. As a cleaner, you get 1.20, and as a maid, you get 90. So I balanced this and I said, if as a maid I can get this, and it's only left with 30 or 300, why shouldn't I go for a maid? And also, when you go as a cleaner, you will be taking responsibility of yourself, of other staff, and assistants. But when you're a housemaid, everything you're given. So I said, no, go for a housemaid. I came in 2000. I started processing my staffs in 2019 January. So I waited for 7 months when they were processing my staffs. So I came in Saudi Arabia 2019 September. It was 3rd. That's when I landed. It was 13th. That's when I landed in Saudi. So I had hopes of working and going back, but all of a sudden it never happened. And that's life. I also accepted my fate. Actually, I completed my contract. Last year. It was last year, September 13th. So when I worked for my bosses, they told me they're gonna buy for me tickets. So they transferred me from where I was and they brought me to Riyadh because I was working over here. So I came to Riyadh, and in Riyadh where they placed me, it was a house of kids, and I couldn't manage to work for kids. So, and for them, they told me to wait for them because I told them 3 months before my contract ended. So they told me wait for us and we bring the girl. I waited for them that 1 month. They brought the girl. After bringing the girl, I told that maid who came how things are being worked on in the house, and I left. They brought me to Riyadh. Bringing me to Riyadh, I reached into the house. The house had kids and I couldn't manage to take care of kids because they were kids who were grown up and they were boys. They do not have this play. Kids abuse, they disrespect. So, and I was there like 1 week. The situation wasn't easy because I had to bear with the kids, but I couldn't because these kids pissed off. And the house you clean like several a day. You clean the house like 6 times a day. And where I was cleaning once, and then I do other stuffs. But here you're cleaning 6 times, and then you have the work to do. And another thing, the house was so unbearable. When it comes to bathrooms, we're using one bathroom, and if you use one bathroom the whole house, there's some infections you face as a person. So I was there for 1 week. I bear that 1 week, but it was hell. And they were telling me that, you know what, you may work for another 5 months because it's almost Ramadan. Maybe we shall buy for your ticket. And they told me that the ticket is very expensive right now, so they'll buy for me a ticket when the price has lowered. When I looked at the price of the ticket from Riyadh to Uganda, it was almost like 2M. But for them, they were telling me 5K, 5,000 reals. And I said, in Uganda money is 5 million. I said, what? So I had a friend of mine who told me, you know what, you have to decide. So it was a Sunday. And I decided it was Sunday, October. And I decided to run off. I never ran off because I wanted just to run off. But these people were buying my time. They were wasting my time. So the only option I had to relieve myself from there, I had to take off and go and look for somewhere where and money at work. Because for me, my obligations, what I wanted to go out from Saudi, and then I go back to Ghana, and then I go to another day, next day. I go to another destination, to another country. Now these people were like wasting my time. And yet I worked for that 1 month. They haven't paid me yet. And I said, why am I wasting my time? I hope they run away. And right now I'm working, but alhamdulillah. But things are not the way we think. And let me tell you guys, in life, where God puts you, there are so many things God has planned for you. It's not because, but we expect a lot and the result come back differently. So I expected to go back home. I couldn't make it. And when I reviewed into my things I've done, they weren't enough for me. I was still on the road. And I'm still on the road right now. But what I want to say, girls, wherever you are, please, sweethearts, let's be patient and let's work hard. If you're where your bosses are paying you and they're treating you well, it's okay, it's good for you. But another thing, if they're mistreating you, try to complain. Another thing, do not create fear into yourself. Talk to these people. They're also human beings. They also understand. And another thing I want to tell you guys, life isn't something for playing with. You have to be with ambitions. You have to be with hopes all the time. You have to be determined. You have to be strong. If you are in these houses, you are with different people. You don't know them. They're just like strangers. But the only thing which gives you courage to stay with them, it's your work. If you work and you please someone, they'll love you. So my dear friends, this short story of mine, I opted to come here in Saudi because jobs in Uganda are so scarce, and the jobs you get, they pay you less money and you work late and you work a lot. You can go in the morning like at around 6:05 and you leave at work at around 5. But at the end of it, you're paid less. Bosses in Uganda, they are so reluctant when it comes to their employees. So you find that so many girls are running out. But that's life, you have to bear with it. So that's why I wanted to come and do housemaid. Because as a housemaid, you don't spend a lot. You don't spend a lot of money. Actually, you don't even spend a lot. Because if you get your salary direct at home, direct to your account, hence more saving. That's why I opted to do this job. And I'm so proud of it and I'm very happy. Because if you have no start, you'd rather start with the little you have. That's why I started with a housemaid job. So that if God helps me, I save much money for myself, I know I'll set up something important in the future. So the only thing is that I thank God for that. And moreover, the people have been good to me. And I'm also working because of my work. Because someone cannot be good to you if you don't work. So I opted for that. And even before coming here, I was working as a maid in Kenya. But because Kenya, they pay little cash, they pay little salary, they pay little money. So I said, no, let me go to Saudi. When I came to Saudi, here I am. And another thing, when I left school, but Who wants another story? If you want part 2 about my story, about my life, please comment. I'm gonna tell you the story. The day I left school, the day I completed my certificate, my secondary living examination, and what I did next. I'm gonna tell you, it was in 2014. I completed in 2013. When it came in 2014, my mom told me she has no money because she had some of my siblings to pay for school fees. So I opted to leave school and start hustling because I saw how she was struggling, But if you want that part, please comment. I will do it for you and I'll tell you the day of my life of hustle at the age of 17.